I think most people would take a Fnatic versus G2 best of 1 over like most teams best of 5s domestically. It's just so great when you know that all 10 players on the Rift are super, super hungry for the win. Even if you never watched a game of LEC in your life, you know, like you understood the gravity of this because the players carried it as well, the casters carried it, the fans carried it, and that was awesome.
Ladies and gentlemen of Denmark, in the Royal Arena, put your hands together for the Spring Split Finals!
They're gonna rush it, they're gonna rush it.
And Smite is available, Baron is already secured, Brox is now in the pit, but he's left alone. Glacial Fisher comes down as Wadid is going low. Gonna get knocked out by that seismic shove. Here comes
it's a big one!
Fnatic may have found the fight. Jankos is going low. Cell Division not yet popped. Bwipo's already killed the back line. Flash for the Rekkles! Fnatic are chasing. They're trying to cuss G2. They've done it!
Fnatic was pretty hyped back then. They had a better record than us in regular season. But then in 2018, I mean, we had just rebuilt. And Fnatic kept the same roster with like an upgrade, big upgrade obviously in Hylissang. A huge upgrade actually. It was definitely hard to keep up at that point.
This is a messy fight as Baron will only be on a few members. Jankos has escaped with his life and Perkz will be looking to run down. Gonna try to survive, but in a 3-on-1 it is a matter of time and your MVP will close it out with Hylissang.
Just the environment and the coaching staff was on another level, so it was so much easier to play games and just learn and do well.
Are you kidding me? They are diving for the triple kill. Fnatic rule Europe.
Fnatic have done it.
I remember I was crying, that's for sure. Definitely angry. I just felt like hopeless, or like how like when you lose like that. I was on the other side usually of that thing, at least in Europe. So I just knew how much better they were than us.
You know, we lost to them in the finals and we had to do everything in our power to be better than them for Summer Split, which we failed to do that year.
And for the 7th time, Europe, Fnatic are your champions!
I remember like riding like Mickey, sometimes through like, even like through the Summer Split already when he was a Misfits. Like jokingly, because we were like friendly. I was telling him like, yo, it would be so fucking funny if I played AD carry next year, right? And then I got Caps to join.
Fans are so intense, man. I have no doubt that Caps got called a traitor for at least a year, if not more. If you're a Fnatic fan, you were also super pissed because you had a world's final roster and G2 was going to come in and screw that up. And if you didn't know about obviously the eventual future success, you were just like, did they make the super team that is going to define European League of Legends or ruin the entire league at a high level? Like you were essentially gambling the skill ceiling of our league against the ambition of your team. So if people were pissed, like, yeah, I totally get it.
When I learned that he wants to leave the team and join G2 of all teams, I kind of felt very devastated in a way because my playstyle was revolving around him, and I always counted on him and trusted him to do well. Back in the days, I kind of thought that it's a kind of family. You don't really leave each other, you just always play together.
I hear so many excuses from any carry players who can't play any carry.
Yeah.
Just the funnel guy.
I think
Try playing bot lane and see how it feels.
Hilly with the long range stand did not anticipate that one. He gets shut down.
Who he goes, Fnatic turning, Rekkles suddenly firing back, they're holding on for now, but G2 still winning. Oh no, nothing left for the Aphelios, shut down, taken out, give him the triple, give him the quadra.
So it was really funny beating Rekkles in his own position. But it was also like a lot about like my own arrogance and my own ego. Like I thought I could play AD better than Yanan. I thought I could do better than all the other AD carries in Europe as well. Honestly, even to the point where it was like a little bit narcissistic. A lot of people, like even my teammates, were saying like, oh, it could be a flip or something. But in my eyes at that time, it was like, there is no way it will go wrong, you know?
Sabotaging enemy mid pool while also getting themselves a player who turned out to be a great AD carry in Perkz was, I think, a genius, but in my eyes, insanely risky maneuver from G2. I think as an EU fan, everyone just has to be glad that Carlos and G2 went for it, because ultimately that's what got us an MSI trophy. That's what let EU be, for the first time in the modern history of League of Legends, the best.
That's a big stun, that's a big engage! Oh my gosh, look at the fight!
look for kill number 4. This might be an ace inside of the base, inside of 18 minutes. There is no chance TL comes back from this. They're already on to the Nexus turrets. This is what peak League of Legends looks like, and it comes from Europe. A world record. G2 Esports 3-0 will win MSI 2019.
2019, again, the two back-to-back best of fives, I think the most iconic moment, the highlight moments of that rivalry in LEC, defining split, I think, for the LEC as a league, and then definitely defining moments for that rivalry as a whole.
Okay, last chapter goes up. Perkz gets a pretty big shield for now. Paranoia comes in. That's already a kill. Demacian justice for Fnatic. And now Brox is underneath the tower. The tower simply is not even enough. Rekkles, gets caught by the Mystic shot.
Behind him. I think he does now. Vedia's first gonna dodge away, but Nemesis is on the chase. Fnatic are on the chase. Rekkles. Oh, Rekkles almost gets out. Perkz, he'll take him out. Caps lands the chains, but Rekkles rooted up. Doesn't really mean too much. Caps flashes away. The death from below. Stolen away by Brox. There won't be enough damage, but now the Nexus turrets are the target. Hylissang. Rekkles, the double kill. Fnatic have not come to Athens for second place.
It is one last push.
Nemesis chunked out by Wunder down towards the bottom side of the fight, but G2 just care about this inhibitor tower. Wunder pushing in the wave, the super minions on their way. You can see the stun lands in the unleashed power from Perkz, but Broxer goes in. Perkz goes golden right at the right moment, and now Captain's jumping on his backline. Nemesis is down. It's all on Rekkles. But G2 have found the fight. They found the kills. They have found their moment. Wunder stunned up, but he is able to survive, and now the Nexus tower is the target for G2. Fnatic needs something miraculous. They need something from the Forge God himself, but they cannot find it. G2 are pushing in. G2 are taking the Nexus towers. Rekkles gets the stand united. Jankos almost falls, but he's going to go into the GA. And now Kaos is focusing the Nexus down towards the bottom side. Hylissang trying to fight as much as he can, but the Nexus is the target, and G2, they take it.
Between us and Fnatic, my favorite memory from that year would be winning on big stage before Corona in 2019 Summer Split playoffs. And it was third game. It was really banger of a game, and we managed to close it out. And I blacked out on stage because I was yelling so hard that like I lost control and I just like fell on the ground.
Losing is something that doesn't feel good, obviously, but for me personally, I have experienced it in URL. For example, we were not the best team, and we were losing to these good teams like Fnatic, G2. For me, it was not something new, but for the other boys, it was something that I think they had hard time dealing with.
Some players are better than others. G2 had better players than other teams usually, so there's a lot of scouting and a lot of information shared between the teams over the years, right? Oh, and I think that was one of the reasons why perhaps G2 just used their scouting to their advantage very well.
At this point of my career, I know what I can do and what I can't do. Game 2 and Game 5, I can't carry. I'm sorry, but it's just not possible due to draft. But Game 4, it was fucking free win, and I just ran it down.
Well, I do believe we had mental edge. I don't know if it was because of me. I would say mostly because of Perkz and Wunder. I think both of them had like a pretty good a way of getting into enemy head. I think Wunder had his pre-game trash talk. I think Perkz has his lobby talk.
Wunder was a big all-chat enthusiast and a big pre-game lobby chat enthusiast. But I do know that for a certain number of players, that Wunder was really annoying. That he was like supremely annoying with his all-chat.
Well, I'm probably not gonna put it on Twitter if I say it here, but I can say for sure that today was the real final, and they will get a reality check next week. FPX will get the biggest reality check next week because they think we are bad, but our wrath will be swift.
Technically, it should not get in their head, right? If they did get in their head, then they should work on their mental.
Yeah. Even till now, I have Wunder in mute list. I thought he's this like bully guy and he likes to trash talk and stuff. It's something that I think Nemesis came up with, that we should just mute them. So he, I think, became like this, like muting or like blocking everyone in LEC kinda.
It's definitely like it can get to people's heads. Like, doesn't even have to be what I truly mean or what I truly say, and it can really get to people's heads anyways, you know. I think that's part of my brand. They went to the phase of denial. They refused to believe that the mid laner went to bot lane and started smacking them left and right. But like, he could just see it from the first get-go, right? So
I don't know about that. It feels like Fnatic could win. In the era of G2 dominance, Fnatic took them down. Can you feel the pressure? Can you feel the fear? Europe, can you feel it?
Dives forward once again. Bwipo still surviving for a very long time here. Rekkles now opens up. This would be a great kill for Fnatic to get, and Caps has gone way too far. The shockwave, oh, Caps still gets the kill! Looking for the cosmic binding, but Rekkles gets hooked, and Caps unleashes the full force of Syndra straight into the face of his former teammate, and you have to think that's it. He wants to rejoin this fight. He wants a little bit of the action. He wants a little bit of the Barney as the last embrace once again. Locks up Wunder. Fnatic get another. Oh, what? What is that? 8 titles! G2 are the greatest team we have ever produced in Europe, and they go back to back to back to back and win the summer season.
You won? No. Wait, what? How? I don't know, man.
With Caps, it came kinda out of the blue. But with Rekkles, we even like, he was in the call with me and Bwipo, and we were talking about like there's potential that we might not play together and stuff. And we wished him all the best if he's not gonna play with us.
I promised I would win Worlds, and I will.
And 2021. We got Rekkles, which is also a Fnatic player, which also was one of the best players.
No, I never had any hard feelings towards Rekkles. Again, the relationship with Hylissang was not as good as I would have liked it to be, but ultimately I never felt like that was his fault or Hilly's fault in particular. It was just things went wrong and it didn't end up working out the way everyone wanted it to, and that's okay.
That year, though, was not the most successful for G2 Esports, and we failed to beat anyone, really, not only Fnatic.
Already popped the stopwatch, look at Upset just diving forward, and Caps is down! Caps is dead, and perhaps with it, G2's hopes of any chance at a world spot. Second inhibitor's gonna go down as Fnatic look for the win.
They have a bot wave, Nisky flashes in, Rekkles has to flash away!
Rekkles trying to get away from his former team, the team that he left to join G2. And Fnatic, they don't care that you're not with them anymore, they will take you out, they will lock you down. Jankos dead, G2 dead, Wunder able to get one kill on the back line, but Fnatic still 4 members strong, will rip him right back in and rip away any hope they had of making it to Worlds. Fnatic will join Man and Rogue at Worlds for Europe, and G2 are going home. Fnatic make it through to Worlds.
And I think beating G2 is still really important, but as they've now fallen away from clear #1, and Fnatic isn't even clear #2 anymore, I think the importance of that rivalry is definitely will drop this year.
It is quite important for me to win against Fnatic, especially now that Wunder joined the team. He is ex-teammate from G2 Esports, from me, from Caps. So it will definitely be a way, way sweeter victory than in recent years.
Fnatic G2 always were bangers, so I'm hoping that they'll still be.